General comments from Coach Quinn.
Finally ended, right?
Yeah, finally ended. A great hockey game. Entertaining, I'm sure. A little heart palpitation on the bench as that game continued. But really, a hard-fought game. Two really good hockey teams. And probably fitting that it ended in a tie. But I thought early on, I thought they were controlling the play for the first 10 minutes, and then I thought we started getting our legs under us a little bit and started playing much better, playing the way we needed to play if we were going to have success. And ironically, I thought we actually had a decent second period, yet we're down 2-0. So, and then, first 2 or 3 shifts, they were taking us to us in the third, and then we get a goal, and I thought the momentum kind of changed there. And now it's 2-2, they make it 3-2, and again, we battled back again, tie it up, and had some great chances. Obviously, our power play was disappointing. We weren't able to capitalize in overtime. I know statistically our power play looks okay, but we really got to get better on the power play. I think we're just a little bit we're too slow, we're too methodical, we stick handle it too much, and there's just way too much thinking going on out there. So that's something that needs to be addressed for us if we're going to continue to grow and have success. But overall, a great night, and certainly feels good to win the shootout and to keep the trophy on Commonwealth Avenue.
Questions for the student athletes?
Jordan, I assume this is the biggest venue you've ever played on. You talk about playing at Madison Square Garden, what that felt like, and to score your first collegiate goal on this very big stage.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a great experience. MSG put a great thing on here tonight, and just getting my first goal here, just kind of like getting the monkey off my back, and it's just more of a relief. But I just think really wanted to help my team get the victory, and that was a great way to end it.
Your entire line played very well throughout the later half of the game. Like, what did your line see, and what worked for you moving into the third period as you started to score?
We had to get the puck down low, and I think we dominate any team down low. And the last goal, I think we just kind of put the puck to the net, and just kind of in the right spot at the right time. But we knew we just had to keep it simple, get pucks to the net, and eventually one would go in.
A.J., a big night for your line as well. How are you guys meshing tonight?
I think it's a collective effort. We defensemen moved the puck up quick, and the first couple of shifts we were kind of holding. I think we thought we held our stick too tight, so we were kind of nervous. But then as the game went on, we started working down low, just doing our job and using the back of the net. We got bodies in front, and I think it rewarded us in the third period. Those 2 goals were big, and it was really just a collective effort between our 3 guys.
And having Olsen back tonight, how big of a boost was that?
Olsen's a great player. He moves the puck well, as you can see. He bangs bodies out there, and I think he's just kind of the type of player that fits well with myself and also Bobo. Just kind of working it down low, using our bodies, getting pucks to the net, but also add a little skill to that.
Coach, you see Cornell on your schedule at the beginning of the season. Obviously, this is the 5th time on the big stage. When you see Cornell on the schedule, what does that anticipate you gearing up for, that kind of matchup?
I think when you look at your schedule in September, there's some games that kind of jump out at you without question, and this is one of the marquee games we ever play in. Obviously we have the Beanpot and some big games at Boston College, but this is right up there. It's New York City, Madison Square Garden, Cornell. And you can feel the electricity in the building and the alumni that live in this area for us and for them, and the people that travel. I think this event's growing, if anything. I don't think anybody's tired of it by any stretch of the imagination. And the fact we play it every other year, I think, means a lot. I think people have a taste for it when it rolls around. And it really, it's in the history of obviously Cornell and BU. This goes back to the 60s, 70s. It's just it's been a cool rivalry for a long time, and you had some icons coaching at both schools for a long time, and it doesn't get much better than this.
A.J., neither you nor Jordan had a goal coming into this game tonight, and neither of you have played in Madison Square Garden before. Is there something about playing this venue that you think got a little more out of you guys tonight?
Obviously, the crowd was amazing, and for myself, I think I jump out in big games. First goal came, it was just, like I said, a collective effort, and we played well throughout the game, my whole line. I don't think that I was kind of just thinking about it, just kind of happened, and it was at a key time, and I'm really grateful for that. that. So, but obviously it was a great opportunity to play at Madison Square Garden.
Coach, in the third period, in overtime, when you guys are on the power play and you see Cornell blocking all those shots, what's kind of going through your head? What do you think that says about Coach Schaefer's squad?
Well, I mean, that's not a surprise. Anybody who's watched Cornell over the years know how difficult they are to play against, not only from a blocking shot standpoint, but how physical they are down low. And I mean, any successful penalty kill has to block shots. And, you know, to be honest with you, I was paying attention more to what we weren't doing as opposed to what they were doing. So.
For both AJ and Jordan, I know you guys maybe haven't had the start to the season you maybe wanted, but how have you both been able to stay focused and confident?
No, I think maybe I haven't gotten the points that I've wanted, you know, so far. But I think I keep developing every day as a player. You know, that's all I can ask for. And I think the points will come. I can only really control what I can control, and it's just pretty much working hard every day just to keep getting better as a player.
Yeah, for me, I mean, last season I only had 7 points, and you know, it was obviously on my mind at first couple of games, but then I just kind of, you know, changed my perspective on it and just worked hard and did little things and got better at that. So it just kind of faded away, and I knew it was going to happen. So I'm really happy it happened with this great venue. Sure.
Coach, what's your reaction to having 3 goal scorers tonight came into the game with 1 goal between the 3 of them? It's interesting to have that happen tonight.
Well, if we're going to have success, we're going to need contributions from everybody, and these guys have been playing well. You know, and it was looking at the stat sheet a week ago, and I couldn't believe either one of them hadn't had a goal because they've been playing well. And you know, both of them kind of touched on it. I know when I was a player, I wanted to score goals too. It's not that we don't want them to score goals, but you got to take care of the process. And they both have been playing really well as of late, and you knew eventually it was going to happen. They're both too good players to go through this long of a stretch to not score goals. I remember Ati went through it the first 5 games. Almost he's got 7 and 8 games. So I think hopefully these two will, you know, all of a sudden the floodgates have opened and they keep playing the way they play. And I know they'll be productive offensively.
Coach, why the decision to play Tommy Kelly tonight?
Because he played well against Bentley and he's been looking good in practice.
And why Robbie Belarge on the 4th line tonight?
Because I'm looking for different line combinations, you know, and I think we're a better team when we can play 4 lines. And just, you know, still that early part of the season when you're mixing and matching things. I mean, Bobo's played center for 2 games now, so, you know, as coaches, we're always trying to figure out what the right combination is.
And how have you liked Bobo at center so far?
I think he played very well the last 2 nights, you know. I think AJ enjoys playing with him in the middle. Wins draws, hard-nosed player, he's got good skills, so he looks a lot more comfortable in the middle.
Kind of 3 big weekends in a row that you guys have had. Do you like where your team stands after those 3?
Excuse me?
Do you like where your team stands after those 3 big weekends in a row?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we, you know, would have liked to have, you know, we've tied 3 of the games, and I'm sure Mike feels like his team should have won, and, you know, we feel like we should have won. I think both teams feel that when you tie, but you know, I like where we're going. I like the direction we're going. We obviously still have to get better. We've got to, you know, get off to better starts. Although, like I said, statistically, obviously we didn't score a goal, but I thought we actually were playing well. You know, so, but that, you know, early on in the season we scored a lot of goals early, and then not scoring in the 3rd period. Now we've kind of done a 180. So it'll all even out hopefully by the end of the season.
Mitch Gillum had a really long shutout streak coming in, like something like 207 minutes after the 2nd period. Was that on your guys' mind at all, trying to break that, or were you not even aware of it? Maybe that's more of a question for the players. I don't know.
No clue. We don't even. We don't.
I guess you don't follow the other stats. Okay.
I knew he was a good goalie.
Yeah.
Anything else?
If I knew that, I would have been excited because eventually someone's going to score.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. All right.
You mentioned earlier about the slow starts. What does that mean going into next weekend against Vermont? What do you have to change, or what do you have to improve on heading into next week?
Well, again, I think maybe early on tonight, I think AJ alluded to it, that we were a little nervous, and I thought as the period went on, we got better and better. You know, we had a great start down in Providence. You know, we've had some good starts. It's just, you know, the 2 Michigan games, we weren't very good, period. We had 1 good period over the weekend. And Bentley, we were ready to play. So you know, sometimes you can be down 2-0 and actually be playing well, but the other team's opportunistic and, you know, you got nothing to show for it. So, you know, I'm not too concerned about that.
Thanks, guys.